Alright, so today we have some eggs hatching that I figured I'd show you. For anyone who's kind of watching the videos, you'd remember that on March 6th we had a water python lay 21 fertile eggs. And today, well, they started hatching 2 days ago on, I think, the 6th. So basically it was like 61, 62 day incubation at 87.3. And you can see here we have a tub full of little babies. Now, as per usual, like I've got the eggs split up into separate tubs. This tub was on the shelf above, and I think I had one extra egg in it, so it hatched a little bit sooner, whereas right now the other tub only has one baby that's pipped. Let's see if we can get, let's see here. The lighting's not really the best in this room, but see how small these little guys are. And it appears as though all of these eggs are going to hatch. And see here, this is kind of cool. You see where they came out? There's a little baby in this one, sticking his tongue out. Baby in that one too. I'm not a huge cutter. I used to cut my eggs on whatever, well, usually when the first one pipped I would go through and cut, whereas nowadays I pretty much just let them all hatch. By the time they've all hatched, if one hasn't pipped yet, then I'll make an opening for it. As you can see, yeah, just tiny little guys. The lighting here kind of washes it out, but little yellow bellies on them. And then I don't know if you'll be able to see. Probably not on these, they have such a tiny little egg tooth, but. And the babies come out pretty much in shed already almost. So then what I'll do with all these babies is I'll basically just set them all up in a tub like this on some damp, not quite wet, but damp, just blank newsprint. And I'll keep the whole clutch in there together until they all shed. And then at that point what I'll do is I'll separate them all out, sex them, individually put them in their tubs. And usually by the time they shed, they've kind of absorbed all the yolk that they've got in their belly. And at that point I'll start trying to get them feeding. But they're pretty good right now. Once they shed, they all become pretty nasty for the first year. That's cool. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 7 babies out so far. I always like seeing him crawl around in his little egg tub. There you go, you can see this guy's poking his head out again. But yeah, looks like it'll be 100% hatch rate, which is pretty nice. like the last clutch of water pythons I did, I got all the eggs hatched, but there was 21 eggs, same as this time, except for only 17 of them were fertile and the rest were slugs. So did a little bit better this time. And yeah, basically I'll start these guys on hopefully frozen thawed. I'll go like small fuzzy mice. And then usually once they've had around like 6 meals back to back without skipping, then I'll let them go. Pretty cool little Canadian water pythons. Put you guys in here. This is kind of a big one. But yeah, just thought I'd share that with you. I had the day before the water pythons, a clutch of olive pythons, but these guys usually take around 60 days, whereas the olive pythons usually take around 83 days to hatch, so it'll be still a little bit before I show you those guys hatching. And then I've got a really cool clutch of python eggs that I'm waiting to be laid, but she's driving me crazy. I was expecting her to lay 2-3 days ago, so we'll see, but hopefully that'll be the next one I show you guys. And for now, I'm gonna go set these guys up.